So first of all, it's not that far away in the future. It's set in 30 years, so it's a world that's very close to ours. It's a bit different. There's some things not aligning, but everything that you see in the game is based on things that are already happening and already existing in current days. And we wanted to go to this particular world because we wanted to tell the story about these three androids, Kara, Marcus and Connor, and having this world which is slightly different and try to see how an android would fit into that world was very interesting to us. We've seen like a lot of books talking about androids, like back from the Asimov days. But of course, we also like Blade Runner, Ghost in the Shell, great stories about technology, artificial intelligence, and things like that. What we wanted to do is try to see the world. The big difference is that we wanted to see the stories through the eyes of the androids, which is a bit different from what is done before. Usually it sees through the eyes of the humans, and the androids are this weird external thing. And we wanted to be in the shoes of those androids and see the world as it is. And we also wanted to be very, not sci-fi, but very humane, very close to us. And basically you're playing androids, but they will have to ask themselves very humane questions. Some parallels that you can do, and as a player we don't want to force into a view, we don't want to force through a single message. What we want to create is to see, okay, we have a technology, we have these androids who are basically smartphones with arms and legs, and they do everything that you want until they don't. And when that happens, when those androids start to think that they are alive and how they feel, how does that? Of course, humanity would treat them differently. They would treat them, of course, no, you're just a machine. What are you asking? And this is something very interesting because, of course, you can make parallels with things that happen throughout human history. But what the player will bring to the table is up to him, and we really want to create that discussion and that parallel in his own mind. Big novelty is that you play androids once again, and of course when you play an android, especially a character like Connor is a detective, he's an android detective, so we have a lot of tools to work with. He can see a crime scene and reconstruct the events that happen here. He has this ability to analysis, he can analyze like samples in real time, he can check you and see your level of stress in real time. There's a lot of tools to play with. Marcus is someone who starts as a house android, but soon enough he will be in charge of a group of other androids like him who try to survive by themselves, and there are scenes that will be built on this idea. Like last year we showed a scene called Capital Park, when basically Marcus is leading a riot. He gives orders to androids, and he can be pacifist, he can be violent in a way. You choose as a player how you want to reach out to humanity, but it's a very different experience to what you will do with Marcus and with Carl. This is something that we saw on the previous game, is that it's usually, we are very lucky that our games also interest non-gamers. So we really wanted to make a game that's very accessible, that feels very accessible to non-gamers. We made like 2 levels of difficulty, one that are more like in line with what we did on previous game, more immersive with a lot of varieties in control, and maybe a mode that's more accessible to newcomers who want to enjoy as an audience. It's like a TV show that you love, but you can change the story at any point. It comes out in May 25th, on May 25th, and it's on PlayStation 4, and we hope very much that you will enjoy it.